All right, let's hear from some more folks on Discord, as we like to do on Fridays. You can find our Discord at davidpakman.com/Discord. Let's go to Gianna from Virginia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, or is it Gina?
It's Jenna.
Jenna. All right. Well, welcome to the program, Jenna.
Hi. So I have a couple things. I came in a little bit late, so the other guy from Virginia, I forget his name now, talking about violence. Uh, that's actually something that my husband's kind of afraid of, but he's also a veteran, so everything kind of looks like it could lead to a war to him.
Mm.
But so I actually wanted to talk about something that was from last year's State of the Union, I believe.
Okay.
The when Biden talked about the fees and how they had to publish everything up front so you know what you're paying.
Are you talking about medical or credit cards, or which fees?
Basically, like everything, like when you go to book a plane ticket or something, or like a hotel,
Yep.
and then you see the price, but then when you actually pay, it's like $100 more.
Oh, price transparency. So, like, in other words, hotels have a practice of showing you a low room rate, but then there's a mandatory resort fee when you check out. And it's like, it's just more money. You should really tell me that up front in the room rate.
Yeah, exactly. So
Gotcha.
I immediately thought, oh my gosh, that's brilliant because, I've traveled a lot, and now that my family is grown, I have four children. We have to think about, you know, we have to really budget well. So one of the things that I thought of after that was, what if, so my question really is, what would you think this would be a good idea? So um, I had thought of afterwards, what if we went a little bit further and things like when you're watching commercials and that brand power comes up, and it's just like the more expensive brands that are, like you're paying for the name,
Yeah.
they have yeah, those special commercials. So what if like products like that, they had to actually put their prices on those commercials? And
What do you
I
mean
mean, what?
special brands and special commercials? I don't know what you're talking about.
So like when you're watching regular TV, or like not like YouTube, but just like regular TV, they have what's called brand power. And so it comes up and there's like a little purple symbol that says brand power, and then it's just somebody talking about like Swiffer, for example, or um I'm trying to think of other brand name things, but it's just like buy these brand name things instead of the store brand
The generic.
things.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And you want what the price to be on the screen?
yeah, well, like actual price comparisons. So like when commercials come up for like things that you buy on the TV, they always publish the price, and usually it's like 19.99 or something. But with like name brand things, they're always more money, but they don't tell you why or what the actual price is. They just say, oh, well, I'm just going to use Swiffer as the example, but they say like, oh, Swiffer wet jet picks up, things with this ad that Walmart also has. So
Yeah. Okay, it's an interesting idea. I don't know how you would enforce it. Also, a lot of times brands, like for example, when Mercedes is advertising on TV, that they have 30 different vehicles with 5 different trims. I don't know how you really like get the price up on the screen necessarily. But Jenna, listen, it's an interesting idea, and we do need price transparency. We do need disclosure. I'm all for more information. I just don't know how you enforce or put in place exactly what you're saying, but I'll look into it.
cool. Thank you.
All right, Jenna from Virginia, great to hear from you. Why don't we try going next to James from DC. James from DC, welcome to the program. What's on your mind today?
Hey David, big
Hey,
fan.
thank you.
Appreciate what you do.
Thanks.
Um, I'd like to hear your thoughts on RFK because from where I stand, he seems to almost have evil intentions. Um,
I really can't say he has evil intentions, but what I can tell you are a couple things. Number one, he has no path to victory for two reasons. He doesn't have enough
yep.
support and he doesn't have the ballot access. Number
hmm
two, we covered the video of his New York State director, Rita Palma, essentially saying that RFK's campaign shares a goal with Trump's campaign of just denying Biden 270 electoral votes, in which case it would go to the House of Representatives, which they hope will be controlled by Republicans, which then means they will make Trump president. So the fact that deep down, it kind of seems as though the real point here is to get Trump elected, especially as there are rumors that RFK might be in Trump's cabinet if that were to happen. For me, none of it is interesting. I'm voting for Biden. I think that's our best choice.
Got you, got you.
I don't know how else to
What do
say
you?
it, you know?
Yeah. Do you think there's a potential that he's an actor? Like I know people on the right love to accuse politicians and stuff, but it just seems that way. He seems not genuine.
You
He knows
know,
he
I
can't
know
win.
why you're asking that question. I really don't want to. I would be merely speculating, and I have no
hmm
evidence that this is an act of any kind. So
Got you.
I wouldn't be comfortable making that assertion because I don't have any evidence to support that.
hmm All right, fair enough. Thanks again.
All right, James from DC, thank you so much for the call. Very much appreciate it. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first two books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.